we have a good time over here. We talk a lot of things over here, and we have a good time. And then at some point, debauchery comes, and then it's just all downhill from there.
Because I rewound. I said, wait a minute. You got titties.
That's
Satana. Ashley was at home with the two Omen babies, Damien and Damien Jr. Hee ha, Damien 666, devil child. Because when you're the spawn of Beelzebub and Satana, that's what happens. The bearded lady, her mammy Sheila came over. Y'all want to know what the girls are saying? The girls are saying that this was a shoot for his OnlyFans that went awry. They went in there, they did the licky licky sucky sucky, you do me, I do you shit that Brashear do for his OnlyFans, and they filmed it down to the Homewood Suites. And the girls of the internet porn sketch, they'll tell you all the stories. You know, I did a whole video about how Lady G, Lindsey Graham, does the lines of coke off of the penises of the escorts down to the weekly Republican Party sex parties. You remember they shut down fucking Grindr when they had the RNC convention last summer. Child, listen. You talking blue pills, rhino pills, honey packs, and everything else known to man be rolling all through the streets of DC when they get ready to go to these good sex parties that they have. Y'all could have went and got something to eat. Y'all could have went and did something else with your life. You ain't have to watch. That's what we do. When y'all have y'all all white performances, maybe we go get us a eat. Some people go take them a smoke. Some people go get them a drink. Some people get a quickie in down to the bathroom. When you had somebody's Super Bowl party and you saw somebody cute and you told them to follow you in the bathroom so y'all can have a quickie while you suck them up, they suck you up, and you get a quick bust down, all in the 5 minutes that you that the halftime performance happened. Not that I would know anything about having a quick bust down at a Super Bowl party I was invited to. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? The man ain't shit. His cabinet ain't shit. And all of those acolytes and sycophants that happen to be black, what did you get for all of that ass kissing, for all of that slobbing his knob and hanging from his testicle hairs that y'all did? Y'all ain't get a goddamn thing.
Please listen. This is how we know there is a God that sits on high and looks down low. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me, because I knew that there was a God when I looked on the X, formerly known as the Twitter, and I saw it wasn't no more Sean. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Instagram, and there was no more Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the snap of the chat, the snappity of the chappity, and looked, and there was no Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Facebook, the book of faces, Mark Zuckerberg's playground, and I saw that there wasn't a Krishan. My God today, my God today, my God today. Let the people say amen.
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27. Yes, I'm late. I know I'm late. I had to make sure everything was right for y'all. I work for a living, y'all. I'm just saying. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 here to give you all of the news, politics, stories that's been going on while y'all was at work. And while I was at work too. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey, Tawana. Hey, Steph. Terrence, what's good, bro? Janae, what is up? Wait, it's snowing outside. Don't tell me that. Wait, is it really snowing out there, Tanya? Oh, girl, I ain't even looked outside, Tanya. Girl, hold on. Let me go look. Hold on. Let me look out this good window. Girl. Oh, it is. Oh, it is snowing out there. Oh, girl. Mm-mm. It sure is snowing out there. Is. Girl, I wasn't ready. Girl, it was like 80 degrees almost yesterday. When I got back in town yesterday, it was so damn hot. I had to turn on the air conditioning. Less than 24 hours later, it's goddamn it snowing outside. This is the fuck shit. They trying to kill us. They trying to kill us, Tanya. Thank you for telling me. Child, I wish I was still. Where was I at this week? Oh, I was back home. I was back home. Mm-hmm. It was like 85 degrees. If you wouldn't have told me, Tanya, I wouldn't have knew it was snowing out there. Baby, it's snowing out there. A mess. Just a damn mess. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Demetria Boo. Universal God, and what to do, my love? What's up, Sock Passe, my love? Hey, Tracy W. What's going on today? You all right, Boo? Samira, it's so good to see you. I'm glad I put you on to them. They good and they really are healthy. They really are healthy. So I like the fact that they are really good. And I like the fact that they are very healthy. So matter of fact, I got to have one today. So I think today I'm gonna do the pineapple, the sour pineapple ones today. These are the ones I'm gonna do today. So this will be my pack for today. But they're really healthy. So I'm glad I found those. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm always here to help. Oh dear God. I'll call this person back. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Montrez, what's good, bro? Miss E, how are you? Green girl. It's so good to have you here. Baby, it's snow here. Well, up here in Sandy Springs, it's snowing out there. And Tanya says it's snowing. If Tanya's at home, Tanya's out there on the west side over there in what is that, Douglasville, Tanya? Mm-hmm. I'm up here on the north end. But it shows snow falling out there. It is. I had to go look. Is it snowing where you at, Universal Goddess? You got snow coming out the sky over there? It can't. Montrez just can't make up his damn mind. Hey, Savon. I think Savon here in the greater Atlanta area too. Savon, ain't you down here in Atlanta? Is it snowing your way? Child. Hey, Miss Bathang. What's going on? Oh, it's rain snow mix for y'all? Okay. Universal Goddess is just a little bit south of me. Mm-hmm. So it might be hitting down your way, Universal Goddess, because it was raining all day. That's all I saw all day. And if Tanya wouldn't have said nothing, I would have thought it was still raining. I look outside and it's snowflakes coming down. A mess. It's definitely doing some snow. Okay. He just has rain. Okay. It was raining all day for me too, Mary. It was just raining, raining, raining. So I'm like, girl, it's just if Tanya wouldn't have said nothing, I wouldn't have. And I went outside, look, it's freaking snow now. Child, just a mess. But I said, when it was like 80 degrees last week, I said, wait a minute. I hope this is not like the spring of 2024. Remember spring 2024? March was hot, and then April and May, it was freezing cold, damn near all the way up till Memorial Weekend. I vividly remember that. I mean, we were in the 30s and stuff, and lower 40s a week before Memorial Weekend. It was a fucking mess. I remember that vividly. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Anyway, how's everybody doing up and down the I-95 corridor? I know y'all had a lot of tornado warnings and watches. Is everybody okay? All my people in South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware area. Y'all all right up there? Y'all check in. Let me know y'all all right, because I know the Eastern Seaboard, the I-4 corridor, had a lot of tornado warnings and storms and stuff. Everybody good up there? I need everybody to check in. Let me know y'all good. Hmm. I need y'all to let me know y'all good. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. It's pouring raining in Charlotte. Okay. Checking in safely from Be More Good. Beautiful. I need all my people on the East Coast to let me know y'all good. It's pouring. Hey, La Queen. La Queen says it's pouring in Charlotte. Okay. Morning with strong storms in Northern Virginia. Okay. Okay. So your vacation got extended. Beautiful. Don't you love that? Don't you love it? Mm. Hey, hey, Spicy Original. What's going on, my love? And shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. We be having a good time down to the members only chat. Shout out to the members. I just got this little ugly grapefruit from Publix. Mm. Oh, it's good. Ain't look good, but that thing tastes good. I see. I ain't mad about it. They be working you too hard over there. Crazy homebody girl. You can't let the people work you that hard. Um, all right, I think we ready to get this party started. Yeah, I think we ready. If y'all ready to get this party started, um, let's go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat, if you will, please. Put a Shondo in the chat. Let me know we ready. Hey, Ravine, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, Karen, what's up? Again, all my Eastern Seaboard people, please check in. Let me know y'all are doing okay after these storms that we had earlier this morning. It's snowing where I'm at. It's snowing outside here in northern part of the greater Atlanta area. So that means it might be coming y'all way. If it's snowing here, that means it might be coming y'all way. Mm-hmm. All right. So it look like we ready to get this party started. Let's start like we always do. We are enthralled in the middle of primary season. Tomorrow we have a big one. There's just one primary tomorrow. You say it's raining hard in New York? Okay. Well, it's snowing here in the northern part of Atlanta. I'm so surprised. It was raining all day long, and Tanya told me it's raining. It's snowing outside, and sure enough, I go out and look. It's snowing now. Hold on, let me check again. Maybe that was just some flurries. Hold on. Hold your line. No, it's still coming down. Yeah, I still see the snow coming down. I don't expect it to stick. That's definitely snow. Still coming down. I don't expect it to stick, but it's coming down. It probably won't stick though. You had to travel to Portland, so you good? Okay, good. Be right back. I'm gonna. She may want me to order. Okay. Okay, Samira. Child, just a mess. Just a damn mess. But it's not heavy snow. I don't expect that to stick. That ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna even. It's coming down, but it ain't gonna even coat the ground. It's still a little too warm. I mean, my phone says that it's 36. So I'm surprised that it's even snowing out there. But baby, listen. All right. Um, let's get down to our primaries breakdown. We have a big primary tomorrow. Just one state is hosting primaries, and that state is the great state of Illinois. Let me get my stuff up. Get the dossier up here. Um, I did find two websites that gave some great information. Now we know our website of truth, our source of truth with regard to um all things primaries, all things any election, and you being able to see your ballot before you walk into that respective polling site is Ballotpedia. Let me go ahead and put the Ballotpedia link in the chat. That way you already have that, and that can show you your hey Yana, that can show you your ballot before you get to the website. That this how people get sick, Universal Goddess. That's how people get sick. That is exactly how people get sick. Just a mess. Um okay, so the first site I found, I believe this is the St. Louis Public Radio um in conjunction with NPR. They put this site on. Let me see if I can. It may be a bit too long to fit in the chat. Let me see if it'll fit because the link is pretty long. It may make it through Twitch, but it may be too long to make it in YouTube. But if you go over to Twitch, you can get the link. Excuse me, on Twitch. So but this one goes through. It's a voter guide. Um, and it gives you a lot of information. First day of no excuse absentee voting, request for a mail-in ballot. It gives you several key dates here: grace period voting, um, last day for online voter registration. It gives you a lot of great information here on this primary. Election day, as we know, is March 17th. Absentee ballot return deadline postmarked on or before March 31st. Um, then they go through frequently asked questions. Then they go through each category. You have governor. It shows you each candidate one by one. It takes you to their website if you'd like to go to their website. So you can click on there. It tells you a lot of information on the candidates. This is for the Democratic side. You have Darren Bailey, who's running against JB Pritzker in that primary. Um, Ted Dabrowski. And you can go to each one of these individuals and go to their respective, click the candidate website link and go to their respective websites and get all of that information. All right. Um, and get all of the information you can. I always recommend doing your homework. So those are the gubernatorial candidates. Here are the senatorial candidates, and they start to go through them. Krishnamurthy, um, Robin Kelly, Juliana Stratton, and Kevin Ryan, and all of the different people running for those respective seats. You can click on each one of them, gather your information. Who am I endorsing? I'm endorsing Juliana Stratton. I ain't gonna even hold you. Hey, Candace F. I'm endorsing Juliana Stratton. Am. Um, that's who I want. And then it goes to the Republican candidates for that senatorial seat. That's the seat that Dick Durbin is vacating and retiring from. It then goes through the congressional districts. This is the 12th congressional district. It shows you a map of where that's located. You can then go through and see who's running and go to each one of their websites. And it goes through each one, the 13th congressional district. And this was a great resource because it gives a lot of information on on the candidates, even takes you to their website. In some cases, they even have video messages from said candidates. So this is a great neutral site. They're not promoting, they're not leaning one way or another. They're really staying neutral. Hey, Sharice, what's going on, my love? Um then we go to the 15th congressional district. You see how that's drawn. Lord. So, and it gives you all of the information. So it just goes through each one of those. Now, while that one is good, a better site is this one that I found here. This site is even better because it goes through, it's much more exhaustive and comprehensive. Hopefully that site makes it through as well on YouTube and Twitch. I know it made it through both. So on this site, ballotready.org, it goes through the same thing, but it doesn't give you as much information about each candidate, but it does give you some information. So you can click on each one. You can go to the candidate's website or Wikipedia or other social media, and it does give you some information, as you can see here, on each one of the candidates, their background, as you click on each candidate. But the good thing about this, it doesn't just concentrate on the gubernatorial races and the congressional races. This does important races like Secretary of State, state attorney general, state comptroller, state treasurer. These are very important positions that you need to have an informed decision on who you're voting for. So I like this one because it was more comprehensive. These are all of the people running in again in that senatorial seat. I am backing Juliana Stratton. And then it goes through each one of the congressional districts, and you can click on each candidate, as I stated earlier, and get information on each one of those respective candidates for all of the congressional districts here. It doesn't limit you. It goes through every single congressional district that is up for primaries tomorrow. Then it goes through the state senate and the the state legislature, where you will have state senate primary candidates, and then it'll go through the state legislature as well. And you see all of these, those are the state senate, Come on, come on, come on. Try to click through. And then there's the state legislature there. And you can click through and see all of those respective state representatives there. Really comprehensive list here. I really like this one, even more than I like the previous one, because it's much more exhaustive than the previous, than the other link. But the other link was good too. It also goes through several ballot measures that will be on the race. So you can click through and go through that. I do like Ballotpedia better for your ballot referendums because Ballotpedia tells you what a yes no vote means, what a no vote means as well. So I would often, y'all know our source of truth is Ballotpedia, but this does give you an understanding of what will be on. And it goes by county here, so that's important. So, but I would say for these ballot measures, absolutely go to Ballotpedia, and this one can get you a personalized ballot, where you can put your address and email, and they'll email you what a sample ballot looks here too. But Ballotpedia, you know, we've gone through that a couple times. You can click there; it'll show you what a yes vote or a no vote means, and it's a lot more comprehensive there. So just wanted to give you all of that information. Chicago tomorrow, not just Chicago, but Illinois, all of Illinois tomorrow is your day. So that means that that means that I need you to be informed. I need you to get out there and vote. Okay, I need you to do your civic duty. Get out there, vote, 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 and vote some more. DPG, you up in Chicago area? Illinois. I don't know why I thought you was somewhere else, DPG. I didn't know you were in Illinois. I don't know where I thought you were in Indiana for some reason. I could be so wrong. I mean, Illinois, Indiana, they're right next to each other. I don't know why I had Indiana in my head. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So loved the world. I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we start off where we've been starting off the last few days, our Sugar Spike segment. At least the last, 2 weeks now? We're at war. I have not heard about the shenanigans from the Virginia special elections. You need to send me that, Candace F. So listen, y'all. These people are going to get us killed, okay? These people are going to get us killed. These people are going to get us all killed. So, your president said yesterday that because the Strait of Hormuz has been closed, meaning that a fifth of the world's oil and more than half of the world's natural gas supply. See, they're focusing on the oil, not mentioning the fact that more than half of the world's natural gas supply also comes through the Strait of Hormuz, and even a greater percentage of fertilizer that's used throughout the world by most farmers here in this United States come out of the Strait of Hormuz. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So your president, Donald John, because oil prices were in the triple digits, over $100. Uh, uh, um, Asian, the Japanese futures markets were about to open. And so he wanted to affect the stock market. So he just goes out there and says, yeah, I have a coalition of countries across the world that will back up the United States and help us keep the Strait of Hormuz open. Girl, when I tell you it wasn't a good 5 minutes before the first country came out and said, hell nah, bitch, you lying. Bitch, you lying. That's all you kept hearing, bitch, you lying. Hey, Aquarius, the only real sign. Hey, Jocelyn. And thank you for that. Yes, the class field trip is coming August 7th through the 10th. There is the link to get the document about it. Tracy, we need and members of the committee. We're gonna finalize some stuff this week too, members of the committee. But yes, we will. So that's the link if you want to come on the field trip with us. So country after country after country started to come out and say, hell no. Australia was one of the first ones. They said, bitch, nah, not us. Keep our name the fuck out of this. We ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it. We didn't start this war. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Keep our name out of it. The the German chancellor, I think he was one of the next ones. I'm sorry, German's defense minister, he came right out and said, quote, this is not our war, end of quote, meaning we ain't sending a fuck thing over there. China came out and said, baby, we're not sending any Navy people here. France came out and said, bro, we ain't got nothing to do with it. Spain said, no. Prime Minister Starmer out of Great Britain, England said, yeah, leader, you got it. Everybody in NATO pretty much said, bitch, yo, you own your own. Now, Mr. President, remember a year ago this time, you was around here flexing and everything, telling everybody. Remember when you were throwing tariffs on everybody around the world with reckless abandon, right? Remember that, sir? Remember you when you was giving everybody your ass to kiss and saying that everybody was gonna have to kiss the United States' ass? Remember that? Remember you were saying everybody would bend the knee to us, everybody would start filleting us and slobbing our collective knobs, metaphorically. And now those very same countries are the people who you're asking to come and assist you to open the Strait of Hormuz. The very same Strait of Hormuz that all of your military generals told you they were going to shut down, who all of your intelligence executives and officers told you they were going to shut that bitch down. And you told them, I don't give a damn. We going up in there, we going to bomb everything, and them bitches going to roll over because we got a bunch of bombs. And what did Iran say? Really, bitch? And now we're here. Here we are. So now it doesn't fit. Now you understand, you stupid ass dick fuck, why From the very beginning of your presidency, people were telling you, you don't go out here pissing off your allies. I, even on this platform, haven't I been saying this with each and every one of these military war games they've been doing all over the place, when they bombed Nigeria, when they bombed Venezuela, when they bombed the boats off of South America and Central America, when they were just doing all of this fuck shit. And I kept saying, you are alienating allies, and America is not equipped to fight anyone by themselves. Have I not been saying that? Anybody remember me saying that we are not equipped as a country to fight anyone by ourselves? I've been saying that for at least a year now. I just hate when the things that I say just happen, because it's never good. It's never good. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, he was talking cash money shit when they had the NATO conference. Cash money shit. How you like them now, sir? Because they're like, oh, where's that same energy, sir? Now, I'm telling you how this is going to end, and I hate that I can see where this is going. I have every reason to believe in my heart of hearts that he's going to drop a nuke on these people. I'm telling you. He's going to drop a nuke on Iran. It is going to happen. I already see the runway for this. He's going to do this. He's going to say, nobody ain't want to help us. We on our own. So since we on our own, fuck it. Bomb everything. We're going nuclear. There will be nuclear bombs dropped. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. There will be tens of thousands of people immediately murdered in cold blood. This is going to, I'm telling you, this is going to happen. And is that going to fix the problem? You think Iran is going to bend the knee at that point? Hell no, they're not going to bend the knee. They're going to dig their feet in the sand even more. Now, the UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, even probably the Saudis at this point, Oman, Qatar, these hoes are like, listen, we don't have this type of fucking energy. We didn't get in this shit. We don't want no parts of this shit. And because we're allies with you bitches, we over here getting bombed for no reason. Because ain't nobody going back over to Dubai. If you think UAE that Abu Dhabi and Dubai is now going to be the destination for all of these rich, wealthy people from here on out, hell no. Nah. Why would they ever go back? You have not secured that space for people's safety. Nobody's coming back. And with all of that tourism, with all of that commerce that the UAE is going to lose, with the fact that now you are cutting into the selling of their oil and getting all of these natural resources out of the Strait of Hormuz and to other ships, you're now cutting off people's monies, and they don't fuck off when it comes to the money, because you stupid ass dick fucks thought you were going to go in there and do Iran like you did fucking Venezuela. I had a whole 2 years ago. Some of y'all were here. I did a whole 30-minute breakdown about the fact that if we go in there and we bomb the worst country in the world for us to get in a war with, this is when Biden was in office. Because, and this happened 2 years ago when the Israelis started bombing Iran. Remember that? And Iran sent thousands of missiles over there and told them they were going to send it and said, bitch, we're warning you. Leave us the fuck alone. And Israel would not, and Bibi Netanyahu would not. And you remember that live. I came on here and I said, the worst place in the world for us to get in a war with is fucking Iran, because Iran is about that life. They're going to make life difficult for everybody. And now we're here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They always say I'm an alarmist. I'm a person that's a doomsday scenario person. Here the fuck we are. Here the fuck we are. I'm telling you, and Samira, I hate to be, but this is not going to end well. These people and their hubris, these people and their egos, they are not going to just say, oh, okay, I lost this one, misstep. Oh no, they're going to flex harder. They're going to flex even harder. These people are dumb as fuck. And as opposed to saying, you know, we got that wrong. Let's dial it back. And even I believe at this point, even if the US pulled out and said, okay, we can't do no more, Israel is not going to stop. And we have armed Israel. So if Israel doesn't stop, that means that Iran, rightfully so, is going to say, well, the United States hasn't stopped because Israel hasn't stopped. And everything that Israel has come from the United States. And even if both the United States and Israel somehow said, we just going to pull out, Iran at this point has nothing to lose. Why would they stop? They said, y'all started it. We gonna keep going until we die. It's an existential threat to them. At this point for Iran, this is an existential threat. And because it's an existential threat, they are going to fight to the death, because literally this is life or death for them. It's a fucking mess. And the sad part is people are going to die. And the fact that they are so flippant about speaking on the death of people, like it's just nothing to see here, just calling out and just like, oh yeah, another 1,000 people dead here. Oh, another 100 people dead there. It doesn't matter if it's one person dead. That's someone who's no longer here. Life has been snuffed out. They have family, friends, loved ones, all of that. And by and large, the people who are being killed are fucking civilians who have nothing to do with none of this. Ain't doing nothing but trying to live their lives and go about taking care of their families. I haven't even really touched on the fact that Israel has a whole second war going on with fucking Lebanon, where they're getting ready to put boots on the ground, if they haven't already, in fucking Lebanon. They're already almost up to 1,000 people dead in Lebanon. They're killing over 100 people a day in Lebanon. So you're bombing Iran, you're bombing Lebanon. I told y'all a year ago, Israel wants to control everything in the Middle East. They want everything in the Middle East to say Israel. Mm-hmm. Hey, Jay Parrish. It's a fucking mess. Meanwhile, Congress, hey, L said, meanwhile, Congress ain't finna do a fuck thing. We have an entire war going on, right? No war powers resolution the first. No check on the fact that this is an illegal war that was never voted on by Congress at all. We are in a full scale war. These bitches are asking for an additional $50 billion budget measure to add on top of the defense budget to fund this war. They say that we're spending nearly $1 billion a day. $1 billion a day, which means we're on day 13. That's $13 billion. But they say the cost is well over that. They say we're up to somewhere in excess of $30 billion we've spent on this war already. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. They went on with the Iranian president and asked him, they had the nerve to ask that man, will Americans detained in Iranian prisons be safe? He turned it back to the reporter. Is America going to bomb our prisons? Bitch. The AAA says that gas is now at a national average of $3.70 is a whole dollar higher than it was a month ago. And it's going to get higher. I mean, I don't know. They're closing all of the embassies over there. They closed the Iraqi embassy. They don't close everything. It's bad, y'all. It's bad. It's bad. Oh, but it gets better. I mean, it depends on what you consider better. So now, in addition to you lying, right, about everything regarding this war, you literally have the chair of the FCC, who you see pictured there, Brendan Carr. God. Threatening to revoke the licenses of news stations and television companies if they don't report on the war in a favorable manner for this president. He wrote on X, formerly Twitter, quote, broadcasters that are running hoaxes and news distortions, also known as fake news, have a chance now to correct course before their license renewals come up. The law is clear. Broadcasters must operate in the public interest, and they will lose their licenses if they do not, end of quote. Meaning, if you all don't report on things the way we'd like you to report on them, you will have your broadcast licensing revoked. Hey, Complex 613. Hey, LC it. So now, if y'all recall, I told y'all at the beginning of this presidency, at the beginning of this administration, one of the first things, if y'all remember going back to January of 2025, what did I first restarted? What did I first start screaming about? I first started screaming about what was happening to television, news stations, journalists, and the press. Because I told you one of the first uh, 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 um, signs that the fascist authoritarian dictator is taking over is when they go after the press. That's the first thing they go after. They start attacking the press. And then they attack the press so much so that the public then begins to be skeptical of the press. Hey, precious jewel, the dictator then says, "Oh, well, you have to entrust me with your media and your news." And now you have complete, total state-run media. We're gonna be like China, where you have the government controlling what you watch on the internet. We already have that now. Look, go to certain states. You can't even get porn anymore in certain states. Think I'm lying? Come to Georgia and try and open Pornhub and see what happens. We talked about this, y'all. We're no longer on the verge of authoritarian dictatorship. We are in the middle of it. Baby, they'd already took it in multiple states. Multiple states. Tawana did. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh yeah, you know I got mine. Baby, listen. Not even playing. Got my VPN long time ago. Mm-hmm. Um, oh, it's not just Georgia. Texas is the same way. Florida is the same way. Mm-hmm. So now, oh, but you thought it was a joke? Donald John then went on Truth Social and said that he was, quote, thrilled that Brendan Carr was looking at the licenses of some of these corrupt, highly unpatriotic news organizations. They get billions of dollars of free American airwaves and use it to perpetuate lies. End of quote. So he's all on board with Brendan Carr snatching the broadcast licenses. And we talked about the broadcast licenses. We talked about when Brendan Carr was being confirmed, we spoke in length about the danger and how dangerous this man is because he's a Donald Trump acolyte. He was a part of the Heritage Foundation. And when they were writing Project 2025, he was all over that document, all a part of this. So they have him there to control the airwaves now. And now we're going strictly to state sanctioned media. You think it's by chance that the Ellison family basically controls the entirety of our television watching? You think that's not by design? You think it's also not coincidence that the Ellison family gave hundreds of millions of dollars to see to it that Donald John was elected? I'm telling you now, I'm just going to be honest with you. You know what's coming next? YouTube. Oh, YouTube is coming. I have ever. Why do you think I've been doing everything I can to say, hey, we go on to Twitch? Why do you think we have Twitch Wednesdays? We have Twitch Wednesdays now because I fully expect at some point for YouTube to say, We don't like y'all saying anything negative about this administration. We're going to shut you bitches down. It's coming. It's coming. It is they're gonna do the same thing to YouTube. You think it's just gonna stop with legacy media? Oh no 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 no. So we have YouTube. We have Twitch. I'm also thinking of getting a Kick, starting up Kick to go live on Kick. So we have so there are multiple ways with which to do this. I also already have a Blue Sky account, and I believe there's a way to go live on Blue Sky, but I'd have to check. I have to check. Somebody can quote me. Somebody check on that and let me know. Tracy, check on that. I believe that there is a way to go live on Blue Sky. But I already know how YouTube ain't like me going back to the summer of 2020. And some of y'all been with me since the summer of 2020. When you not that Kick, not KIK Kick, KICK Kick, not KIK Kick. Only thing they're doing on KIK is porn. But KICK Kick is like Twitch. hmm So we're doing the best we can, y'all. But again, people have their heads in the sand. Nobody seems to give a damn. And by the time people do give a damn, it's too fucking late. By the time people seem to care, it's too fucking late. In more sugar spiky news. Well, Senate Republicans plan to take over the Senate floor this week in a bid to pass the SAVE Act, which will set up a major test for Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who, your president has attacked and has him under pressure um, uh, uh, um, to get rid of the filibuster so that they could pass the SAVE Act and further suppress your vote. hmm But they said that the Senate Republicans said that they are fully behind their God King, Donald John, and they said that regardless come hell or high water, they're going to get that SAVE Act through. hmm hmm They don't have the votes though. I'm just saying they don't have the votes though. But they said that they're going to take over the Senate floor, and they'll be there as long as they need to, and in order to force the Senate Dems to bend the knee and vote with them on the SAVE Act. They're scared because their God King says he's not signing another bill until the SAVE Act gets to his desk. Republicans said that they're literally at this point ready to go to blows, physical blows if they need to. They've also said And this is coming from Senator Mike Lee of the great state of Utah. He was asked, quote, is this going to be a fist fight or not? How bloody is Thune going to make this? End of quote. And he told the strategist that Trump wants to see Republicans go all out and is envisioning an epic floor fight like the 2-month battle that preceded the Senate's passage of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Now, for those kiddos that may not be familiar with what happened during the time of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Senate stayed in session for 60 days, trying to make sure that did not pass. People were trying to make sure the Civil Rights Act of 1964 did not pass, and that was when Strom Thurmond did all of his fuck shit back then. It was it. They said they're willing to do that again. Hmm. I will have a full breakdown of this when it happens, because there's a lot of parliamentary procedures that go into this. So I want to have a full scale breakdown on this because I'm not sure I don't want to do it until I know exactly what they're going to do, and we'll have to wait till later this week. They'll probably try to do it on Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, I believe, to see where this goes. Um, but we'll see what they're gonna do. When their God King tells them what to do, they do it. Because they're not here to serve the American people. They're only here to serve their God King. Anything to keep you people from voting them out. In other sugar spiky news, um, the CEOs of all of the major airlines, a group of 10 airline CEOs to be exact, sent a letter yesterday to lawmakers urging them to pay TSA workers during the partial DHS government shutdown. The letter outlined an urgent need for TSA officers, U.S. Customs clearance officers at airports, and air traffic controllers to be paid during shutdowns as travel expectations for the summer season ramp up. Oh, now you're concerned. Where was this concern, billionaire airline CEOs, when y'all were paying to have Donald John elected? Y'all ain't check him when he ceremoniously had this same DHS begin to beat, maim, disenfranchise, racially profile, and even murder American citizens. Where was the letter to that bitch Christie? Where was the letter to Tom Lyons, head of ICE? Where were the letters to all of the people that were disenfranchising American citizens? Why don't you write that letter to the Senate Republicans who refused to vote on the bill last week that would have paid TSA, that would have paid the customs workers, and carved out ICE and CBP? That was something that they refused to even let hit the floor of the Senate. Mike Johnson said that's a non-starter. So TSA could be paid right now. You're writing letters to the wrong about the wrong thing, sir. They say down to the Atlanta airport, the average wait now is 3 hours. I mean, it was already 3 hours sometimes before, but they say it's always 3 hours. Listen, once a week, I have on my calendar where during my lunch, it's usually on Thursdays. It is Thursdays. I send nasty, scathing letters to my senators and Congress members. Hmm. Do well, Antonia, they're supposed to get paid this week, and this will be the first paycheck that they would have missed, I believe. And Candace may be able to tell us, but I think for DHS, this week would be the first paycheck that they will miss because of the partial shutdown. I believe. Hmm. And when you stop paying people, guess what people stop doing? Going to work. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Mm-mm. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Leave me out of it. Mm, a mess. A mess. I've been out of town out of the last 6 weeks, probably 5 of those 6 weeks. And I've had to drive a lot of places because I knew that the airports was going to be a mess. Here we are. In more sugar spiky news, well, then there's this more of the same. So we had New York, the great state of New York first, where we had the young Republicans up in New York, and they're fuck shit. Then we went on down to Miami, where we had the young Republicans of Miami-Dade, right? Down to FIU. And now let's stay in the great state of Florida and travel up to Florida's butthole, Gainesville. Uh-huh. Let's go up to Gainesville, where the worst university known to man is. That would be the University of Florida. So the University of Florida says it's deactivating the campus college Republicans as a registered student group after being notified that some members engaged in anti-Semitism. Really? The deactivation effort at the University of Florida campus marks the second time this month that a public university in Florida has taken action against a Republican group accused of being involved in racist or anti-Semitic behavior. And we just talked about that, the one down in Miami, right? Now, let me cut to the chase. So it was the anti-Semitic behavior, right? So you expect me to believe that the very same people who were anti-Semitic, there was no racism there. That's in a group of college Republicans. They're so anti-Semitic that they're getting disbanded, right? No racism. At least that's not what you're disbanding them for. That's perfectly fine. Because I have every reason to believe that organization that's going to be blatantly anti-Semitic like that is absolutely and exponentially even more racist. I can promise you, for every one anti-Semitic comment, there's 10 to 20 racist comments. But I guess, you're in Gainesville, Florida, and you're in Trump country, and you're at the University of Florida, whose university president was a former member of Trump 45 administration. Racism, not a deal breaker. Anti-Semitism, disband them right now. Yeah, they did, Terrence. We talked about that. The Republicans keep saying no. We talked about that. But yeah, so just want you to know, you might as well disband every branch of young Republicans or college Republicans or whatever iteration it's called in your respective area. You could disband all of that shit because all of those bitches are anti-Semitic and racist. How do we know? Because the fucking Republican Party is anti-Semitic and racist and xenophobic and misogynistic. That is the bedrock of your party. And now all of a sudden it's something to clean up. Hell, huge swaths and factions of the Democratic Party is racist and anti-Semitic. I don't have this type of time. Go with God. Listen, y'all. I told y'all that we're gonna have to protect our girl. I told y'all that we're gonna have to protect our girl. We've talked about this. We've talked about the fact that she mentioned the fact that she had to get fitted for a bulletproof vest. We've talked about this. Well, then there's this. A member of Jasmine Crockett's congressional security detail was shot to death by police during a standoff in Texas. This happened last week, Wednesday night, when Mike King reportedly ran inside a hospital parking garage and then barricaded himself inside a vehicle while being pursued by SWAT officers. I'm just telling you what they're saying. I don't know how much of this I believe. I'm just telling you what they're reporting, okay? And when these people report, CBS News reports the cops then tear gassed Mr. King, prompting him to jump out of the vehicle and pull a gun before he was fatally shot by police. Law enforcement sources told CBS News he was wanted for impersonating law enforcement while running a platform online, Off Duty Police Services, which finds off duty gigs for North Texas cops. Images obtained by CBS News show he was guarding Jasmine Crockett at events and traveling with the Congresswoman during her latest campaign run for a U.S. Senate seat in Texas. Um, um, Now they're saying, and this is all according to CBS News, that he cruised around in an imitation undercover police vehicle with license plates he ripped off from cars outside a military recruiting office. Um, I don't trust everything that I'm reading. This, and I've really been looking into this. Um, I want more on this story. I don't trust. First of all, I don't trust CBS News because those bastards are run by Barry Weiss is in charge of them. Okay, I believe wholeheartedly that these people are after Jasmine Crockett. So if they can touch any and everything around her, to include her security team, we've seen news outlets uh, um, and police departments put false information out there on black men. We've seen these people plant narratives about people so that it will suit their own narratives. I do not trust this story, y'all. I do not trust this story. I'm going they now they're saying that he had a warrant for impersonating a peace officer. We know this is Texas, and we know this is Dallas PD, the same Dallas PD that, if we remember from the summer of 2020, was literally shooting black people in the face. And they backed it up by saying, "Oh, it was only rubber bullets," although you're taking people's eyes out. You shattered the side of someone's whole face. You took several people's eyeballs out. One guy almost died from your rubber bullet because you struck an artery. Hmm. This is the same Dallas Police Department who we know has a history of murder of black bodies. And y'all want me to trust them. I don't buy it. I don't believe these people. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. And here's the deal. I want to know, when y'all issued this warrant, like, there's a lot of story that if he is on a congresswoman's security detail, clearly there had to be background checks that were done. Something don't sound right here, y'all. And Jasmine Crockett has been very open about the fact that she has to have security because y'all have stoked the flames of racism and misogyny, so much so that the woman receives death threats on a daily fucking basis. And magically, a member of her security detail ends up dead. And you notice you ain't hearing a whole lot about this, a whole lot of places. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, y'all. It ain't adding up at all. And we praying for our good sister Jasmine. They are after this black woman. They after her. And she ain't doing nothing but trying to do right by her constituents and do right by the people. Black, white, blue, or purple. She ain't even just trying to do right by black people. She's trying to do right by Americans. But here we are. I'm gonna follow up on this situation, y'all, because like I said, there's something, something don't smell right about this for me. Something do not smell right about this to me. I'll keep you posted. In our last sugar spiky story of the day. So last week we had to go in on Jamal Bryant along with the black delegation who also went in and let half on his ass, and he had to come out here and start apologizing and shit. Here's part of the video.
I made assumptions that were not true. And I wanted to apologize to you for being a leader that was out of touch with what it is that the community wanted and sensed what it is that the community were demanding. It's much greater than those four. And I've heard you overwhelmingly so. And not having a good read of the room, I take full responsibility of.
Again, Jamal, my name ain't Giselle Bryant, okay? Ain't none of us named Giselle Bryant except for Giselle. We never believed you, sir. We never believed you. We knew from the beginning that you had been paid off and bought off. And so now he's on this apology tour saying, oh, I said the Target fast was over, not the Target boycott. No, sir. You said the Target. I think I still got that video. Hold on, because I think I still got the video. You're not going to play with us. What you not going to do, hold on. Here's the video, because you're not going to play with us. Hold on.
We are asking people, continue to stand.
Hold on,
the
right
most
here.
effective and powerful.
Hold on. There it is right there. That's the part. I want Jamal part. Let me make this big. Because I knew we had, I know we ain't making this up. Jamal, you not finna play with us today. No, sir. No, you're not. Not on the day that the Lord has made. That's why we keep evidence. Let me see what he's saying.
To do it, but we did. History has just been made. The most effective and powerful boycott by Black people since the Montgomery bus boycott 70 years ago. We asked for four things, and I'm grateful to God if we've got three of them. They have invested $2 billion back into the Black community as they pledged after the death of George Floyd. On top of the $2 billion, an additional $100 million to immediate organizations that are meeting the needs with our community. Number two, we asked them to partner with HBCUs. They have found, and we have found collectively, a year for our community. 300,000 Black women have lost. Working towards is an investment in going to get done. This new CEO has the immediate target fast has come to an end. We claim victory. We're grateful. Go in $1 billion back into the Montgomery bus boycott. 7 boycott by just been, and I'm grateful. They didn't think we could do it, but we did. History has just been made. The most effective and powerful boycott by Black people since the Montgomery bus boycott.
Sir, you called it a boycott. That's what you called it. Let me play it again.
Has just been made. The most effective and powerful boycott by Black people since the Montgomery bus boycott 70 years ago.
You called it a boycott, sir. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with a real G. Let the record show. I'm just saying. Now he took that money and purchased that ugly. Baby, he over there with Joseph and the coat of many colors and style. Baby, that's your coat of many colors like Joseph. Girl, stop playing with us, Jamal. You're not going to play these games with us. He said boycott. Did. Now he trying to make it like, oh, I said the fast was over. No, bitch. You called it a boycott. Now he trying to backpedal and pussy pop. Sir. And now when the people started dog walking you, now all of a sudden you out here. Oh nah, that ain't what I mean. Not the Technicolor dream coat. Janae says she'll listen when you're faithful to one of your wives. That's what Janae said. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That came from Janae. What you gonna do, sir, is stop playing with us. Stop playing with a real G. Okay, I'm a real G. I mean, I reside in the G corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound. Okay, I'm a real G. You an imitation G with your rainbow jacket. You an imitation G. I'm a real G from the Rainbow Coalition compound. Ciao. Listen, Jamal, the people don't want no parts of it, okay? The people said go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
It's time for our video breakdowns. Okay, let's get to the video breakdowns for today. See what we got. How many we got? Oh, we got about 4. All right, here's our first video breakdown.
This is what I look like when no gym lighting, no pump, no flexing, and then I started flexing. So don't let these influencers fool you. They only want to show themselves when you look their best. This is what you can expect from them on an average day.
I went to the comments for that video because I knew the comment section was going to be out of order. When I Sir, what is going on with your areolas? Sir. Wait a minute. Somebody put pepperoni pizza in the comment section. Somebody had bologna slices in the comment section. I was like, let me see that again. Hold on.
This is what I look like when no gym lighting, no pump, no flexing, and then I started flexing. So don't let these influencers fool you. They only want to show themselves when you look their best. This is what you can expect from them on an average day.
Sir, what is happening? Why do your areolas look like that? I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't know. Sir, can you just keep your shirt on, please? Maybe just wear one of them old school tight shirts or something. I'm concerned too. See, Golden, what is happening? Just get one of them old muscle man, shirts and stuff and just flex with it. I thought it was pasties at first too, New Year. Girl, I don't know. Girl, you got the kind of areolas like you done had 8 kids. Girl, I don't understand. Baby, listen. Baby shark do. I don't know. But if you had a whole breast reduction, couldn't he get like an areola reduction too? If you're gonna go through the whole breast reduction, have them chop them areolas down too. That's what the trans men get, when they get a mastectomy. The trans men, they get they areolas, they chop down and make them smaller too. It's a whole surgery and stuff. Right, like he been breastfeeding and shit. Y'all notice Chef Don Don came out of here when he saw a man with big areolas. Hello, Chef Don Don, coming to us all the way from y'all got big areolas like that down in Dallas, Chef Don Don over in the ghetto. That's what y'all got. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I felt like y'all, if I had to see it, y'all had to see it. Anyway, here's our next video breakdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Honda Accord V8 Maybach Quattro AMG S5 M5 V6 SRT Hellcat Edition. You cannot find one of these.
Wait a minute. Wait, let me play that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Honda Accord V8 Maybach Quattro AMG S5 M5 V6 SRT Hellcat Edition. You cannot find one of these.
South Carolina, that makes sense. That's y'all people. That's y'all people. Don't ask me how I find these videos, y'all. I don't even know what algorithm I'm in. I don't know what timeline I'm in, what algorithm I'm in. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. Listen, lovely true red. I ain't got nothing to do with it, okay? I ain't got a goddamn thing. Steph, I ain't did nothing. I just play the videos, okay? I just play the videos. That's it. That's all. I don't know what y'all want from me. Not fake it till you make it. Look at Yana over there trying to make up all kinds of medical excuses and stuff. Baby, them some big old areolas. I don't know, honey. I don't know. Oh, not Girl Scout badges. Here's the next video breakdown. This shit is disrespectful. I'm so sick of y'all disrespectful ass videos that y'all be having around here. You ain't got to remind us of this shit. We didn't ask you this shit. So what? I was alive for 8888, 9999, 10 10 10, 11 11 11, 12 12 12, 2 2 22, and 1 2 3 1 2 3. So what? I was alive for all of it. Fuck. Ain't nobody tell you to remind me of all of that shit. Nobody ask you no damn questions about that shit. Putting that shit on my damn timeline, bitches. I wasn't alive for 7777. I bet you that. I wasn't. Bitches. Always trying to come for people. Girl, ain't they rude? Just rude as hell. Bitches. Don't do me. As I'll be forced to do you harder. They mad about it. They real mad. Real mad. Is I was not here for 7777. And as Janae said, I was not here for 6666. And if I was, it wouldn't be no problem. Ravine says she was here for 7777. You got a problem? And that's coming from Ravine. Here's our last video breakdown. Wait, where's the sound? Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot I muted this one. Hold on. Because you got to hear it with the sound. Now, this is a thing that they're doing nowadays at the basketball games. And I was like, oh, you bitches are diabolical. Here's the video.
That's my man. Oh yeah, that's my man. Oh yeah, babe. That's my man. That's my man. That's 22. That's my man. Oh yeah. That's my man. That's my man. That's my man.
It's better when the guys do it. The girls at the end was okay, but when the guys did it, I was like, bitch, that is diabolical. I said, that is diabolical as hell. Hey, Lee. Child, you doing that tomorrow when you go to the Child. All of them missed it. Child. What happened to them throwing the dildos on the floor? Remember last summer when we had to deal with them throwing dildos all over the damn basketball court and shit? Was that last summer? Or was that this fall? It was sometime last year. We had to deal with the bitches throwing dildos all over the fucking place. Remember that? Now they're saying, that's my man. That's my man's. Ow. Those are our video breakdowns of the day. I hope you enjoyed. And now we will stanky leg deeper into the dossier. So last night was the Oscars, and Sinners came out a big winner at the Oscars. We had Ryan Coogler that won for best screenplay. You had Michael B. Jordan. He won best actor. And before I go any further, again, fuck you, Charlemagne the God. Fuck your life. I don't even know why y'all even deal with Charlemagne the God, but I'm not going to entertain that man and his level of disrespect. I'm not going to do that. Nope, not going to do. I'm not going down that road with Charlemagne the God. Nope, not doing that. He said that they paid that guy to call them the N-word at the BAFTA Awards to get them sympathy so that they could win an Oscar. That's what Charlemagne the God said, if you didn't know. I don't have this type of time. I'm not going to deal with him and his fuck shit and fuckery. Anyway, back to people that matter. They also had a sickening, and I mean sickening, performance of I Lied to You. Miles Canton came out there. Shabuzi was up there with him. Brittany Howard was up there. Misty Copeland was out there doing her thug thizzle in her doing ballet. You even had the head drum major from the Marching 100, the first female head drum major at an HBCU. Her name is Dupe. She was out there performing in that. They had Asian performers. The performance was sickening. Shout out to Miles Canton. Shout out to his mama. You know, his mama is Timothy Figueroa. I love me some Timothy Figueroa. And if you don't know who Timothy Figueroa is, just go look her up with Hezekiah Walker. Timothy Figueroa, his mama can sing the house down. But I was so proud of them. This beautiful black queen, she won for, what was her award? She won for was it best editing? I think it was best editing. I think that's what she won. Hold on. I think that, let me make sure I'm right about that. No, I'm sorry. She didn't get best editing. She got she got achievement in casting. That's what she got. Achievement in casting. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong freaking movie. Forget what I said. She won. Hold on. Now y'all gonna make me look this up. I can't give y'all wrong information because I need to know. Now I got to know what this woman won. She won for. Oh, come on. Hold on. Cinematography. Thank you, dear God. Miles Canton from the movie Sinners. His mom is Timothy Figueroa. That's Timothy Figueroa's son. That same Timothy Figueroa that we know. Even though Timothy Figueroa, most people know Timothy for Calling My Name. That's where most people know Timothy Figueroa from. But my favorite song by Timothy Figueroa is is Home. Child, listen. If you ain't never heard Timothy sing nothing, most people know her for Calling My Name with Hezekiah Walker. But my favorite song by her with Hezekiah Walker and the Love Fellowship Crusade is Home. All I got to do is hear Timothy sing Home for me, and it sends me on the glory every time. But yeah, she won for best cinematography. Thank y'all. But yes, we are so proud of them, so proud of that performance. Yes, she just crossed Beta Alpha DST. Ravine did Dupe, that is. She just crossed last week. Well, not this past weekend, but weekend before last. She just crossed on that Beta Alpha line for FAMU Deltas. So, but we're very proud of them. We have to remember again in the 100-year history, even though Ryan Coogler won for best screenplay, we still ain't had a black director that has won for best directing. They gave him best screenplay, but they've yet to give a black person best director. We still only have one black woman to ever win best actress. I mean, we got a few black actors that have won. You know, it started with Sidney Poitier. You had Sidney Poitier. You had I'm gonna get this in order. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, I believe Forrest Whitaker was next in Last King of Scotland. Or no, I think Jamie Foxx was next for Ray. Then I think it's Forrest Whitaker for Last King of Scotland. And then you had Will Smith for King Richard. And now you have Michael B. Jordan. Now, people were saying, why didn't they include Daniel Kaluuya? Because Daniel Kaluuya is not Black American. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Are we wrong? Are we wrong? No, Sydney wasn't an honorary. Sydney won for Lilies in the Field. Now, wait a minute. Now, I know my history. Sydney, wait a minute. Now, you're going to make me check. I know he won for Lily in the Fields. I know that. Hold on. Now y'all gonna make me check. That was in the 60s. That was back in the 60s. Now y'all gonna make me check. Sidney Poitier won in 1964. Making me got me second guessing myself. Got me over here. Child, I know I ain't wrong. It's right here. 19 Like I'm just wrong. Lord. 63, excuse me. Not 64, 63. 1963, Lilies of the Field. I had to watch that movie. Cha. Oh, yeah, he won for Best Supporting. That's right. He did win for Best Supporting. But yeah, uh, they don't like us like that. But it was a great night for Michael B. Jordan. Some of us go back to The Wire with Michael B. Jordan and stuff. So proud of him. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Ryan Coogler, who should have an Oscar for Best Director. But hell, so should Spike Lee. Should have a Oscar for Best Directing. Malcolm X deserved an Oscar for Best Directing. I'm sorry. John Singleton should have an Oscar for Best Directing. Ryan Coogler should have an Oscar for Best Directing. But who the fuck am I? I can name countless numbers of black women that should have Oscars for Best Actress, but who the fuck am I? The Wire was before All My Children. He was on The Wire before he was on All My Children. Also, in some other Oscars controversy. So when the movie when they gave Best Picture to the movie, what was the name of this movie? It done slipped my mind already. One Battle After Another. We know Tiana Taylor was in that movie, One Battle After Another. So she went back there with the rest of the cast after she went on stage with the rest of the cast. And when she went backstage, one of the security people put their hands on her, and she was like, "Why you they put as if almost like to say, like, girl, let me usher you out of here because you don't belong in here with the rest of these people." And she had to have words with him and say, get your hands off me. There's video and stuff like that. I'm not gonna show it because I ain't downloaded, but she took offense to that. She told the Academy that she was offended by that, and I don't blame her. Check his motherfucking ass. What the fuck? You didn't put your hand on all of these women descended from the Caucasus Mountains, but you putting your hands all over this black woman. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, she had to check him. Cause I guess he was trying to say she ain't belong backstage with the rest of these white actors and actresses and stuff. Let me usher you out here, and she had to tell him to get his hands off her. A mess, just a damn mess. So that was a whole situation. I don't think I had that video. No, I don't got that video. And so that was the Academy Awards. Now, the Rainbow Coalition compound is in a tizzy over Solange's son. So we're going to be here for a little bit. We ain't going to be here too long, but I got to explain the whole story so y'all know that. Because some of y'all ain't in the Rainbow Coalition, so y'all don't even know what's going on with Solange's son, Jules. The whole controversy and everything, and people saying, don't be fake allies and all of that stuff. So let's break it down, okay? We're going to break this down from the beginning. All right, y'all ready to break this down? Have a seat. Mm-hmm. 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 So that's Jules Smith, Solange's son, Beyond Skank's Beyond Skank's nephew, right? So last week, it was being promoted that he was going to a club here in Atlanta. Here's the flyers. They were promoting it. Let me take the banner down. They were promoting him coming to Club Opium in Atlanta for an LGBTQ plus event. They asked Gay Magazine to promote the event. It wasn't Gay Magazine's event, but they asked Gay Magazine to promote it. Gay Magazine says, no problem. Give us exclusive interview with Jules. They said yes. Gay Magazine talked to Jules, set it up. They sent Jules all of the questions that they were going to ask, got them approved. Everything's great. Gay Magazine goes and promotes it. Gay Magazine has a huge gay following in the Black gay community. Huge. Shout out to Nappy Boy from Gay Magazine. But it's marketing. You do what you do. Now, Jules even promoted it himself. Here's his video.
Jules here, March 13th, Opium Atlanta. Shout out PS Party, shout out Juju. Let's do it.
All right. So then there's that. Well, now Jules is a straight man. He's going down to the club, to the gay I don't know if Opium is a exclusively gay club. I know they have a lot of gay events there. I'm not sure because I know they have a lot of events there. It might be a gay club. I don't know, but they have a lot of gay. This was a gay event, whether or not the club is a gay club and I was a gay event. That was the whole point. So get to the club, and Nappy Boy, who you'll see in this video I'm going to show, Nappy Boy goes up to Jules, who's over there in the corner. He made sure, and he put on his social media that he knew he was going to come in there with the entourage of girls just to let people know not to fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess, honey. And so when Nappy Boy goes up to him and says, hey, we could do the interview when you go outside, here's what happens.
How you doing, my brother? Good to you. Nice to meet you. Hey, my brother. So we were gonna get your interview outside when you leave. That's cool. You're not doing one. You're not doing one? Oh, they missed me there. Oh, okay, cool. You say you're not doing one interview. Huh? No interview. Nope. It's not out. Nope. He's on the phone. He's trying to have one. I'm about to go. I did. No.
So that's what happened. Gay Magazine naturally got upset, but Nappy Boy was cool about it. Nappy Boy walked outside and was real professional about it. Here's what Nappy Boy says outside.
Hey, yo, it's Nappy Boy from Gay Magazine. We here at Opium and ATL. Hey, yo. At the end of the day, we here having a good ass time. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's a lot going on. But yo, first off, I want to say shout out to Jules for showing love to the LGBT community, being his first LGBT event here in Atlanta, Georgia. The next time, he declined the interview, but it's all good. There's a lot of stuff going on. And, it's late. By the end of the day, we still show love to him, and he still showed out, okay? But next time, he gonna try with me, okay? Wait till it gets warm outside. We're gonna have a good old time, okay? But yo, much love to everybody that's pulling up. Much love to y'all. Make sure y'all pull up tomorrow. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, make sure y'all pull up to the Grain. We got our St. Patrick's Day party. And not only that, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, I don't need you to promote all your events. All right, shout out to you, Nappy Boy. I like Nappy Boy. So, the girls felt some kind of way because he did I don't know why they be inviting all of these straight people to the gay club anyway. I think we do need to gatekeep more. But the girls was upset because he was there. You could tell he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He wasn't going to say nothing. He wasn't going to get on the microphone. He wasn't going to say, hey, how y'all doing, all my fans or whatever. I guess if he got fans, I don't know what you would do to have fans. You ain't going to do nothing, but whatever. He didn't even acknowledge nobody. As you can see, he refused to do the interview that he agreed to. And so the girls felt some kind of way. Now, Gay Magazine came right out on Saturday after the event was over and said, this is what they wrote on their Twitter, quote, no more fake allies. Matter of fact, let me let y'all read it. I don't want y'all to take my word for it. Here's what Gay Magazine wrote. No more fake allies. Collecting a check is not allyship. Booking a LGBTQ event without acknowledging them as your fans is not allyship. Being quiet about your support for us when it gets challenging for you is not allyship. That's what they said first. Then they said after that, it's important for us to also mention that LGBTQ plus club hostings must also change. Paying a celebrity to sit in the venue without at least getting on the club mic and welcoming their supporters for attending should no longer be acceptable. This should apply to all celeb club appearances, whether gay or straight. Uh, um, then they said this. Thanks to all the gays who turned in to our TikTok live last night, and as seen during the live, Jules declined to participate in the interview. To clarify, Gay Magazine did not book Jules for the appearance. We were brought in solely to help promote the event and to interview him. That's what Gay Magazine had to say. Here's my thoughts. I absolutely believe that we should gatekeep. Everybody, the gay community is only here for service to a lot of people outside of the Rainbow Coalition compound. They want us for what we could use. Can they use our lingo? And I'm not saying this for everybody, but a lot of people are self-serving, meaning we're only here for service to them. A lot of people in the straight community. Can they use our lingo? They want to be able to do that. They want to use, us as stylists or hairdressers or your pocket punk when you go out with your other friends that have pocket punks that they carry around, like they carry around, expensive dogs and things. When you get a certain, it's some black women when they be, and it's not all black women, but I've seen it a lot. You see it a lot on those housewives shows. Having you a pocket punk is like having you a Rolls Royce or expensive car. That's your status symbol. Oh, girl, I done made it, so I got me a pocket punk to have on my side and stuff. I just don't think a lot of these people want to be there anyway. Why don't we just promote our own people? Y'all couldn't go find Montero, Lil Nas somewhere, but that may not be a good place for him right now because I know he's probably on his sobriety thing. So he may have said, no, maybe that's not the right place for a Montero right now because he might be trying to be, on his sobriety tip. But I do think that, first of all, I don't even know what the fuck Solange's son do for him to even be there for us to pay him any mind. Bro, what the fuck do you do? Why are you here? If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You could go to fuck home. I promise you, I miss me with inviting these people in our spaces that want to take all of our money, use us up, and then throw us to the wayside and don't have real allyship. Because allyship are people who are there in the paint with you, good, bad, and in between, not when it's self-serving for them. He's a model. Okay. Okay. I guess. Whatever. That's my thing. You knew what this was before you came. You knew where you were coming. We're not going to go up here and change up how we act and behave because you bring your motherfucking ass in there. Bitch, the girls are going to do what they do. The girls are girling. It's just, but I wasn't really checking for him anyway. I don't know why they thought, listen, his mama might be in allyship with the community. His aunt might be. That don't mean he is. He ain't shit. When has he ever had anything to do, said anything about the in support of the LGBTQ plus community? I've never heard him even utter a word about the community. So why they thought it was a good idea to bring his ass to, I guess, child. In the Rainbow Coalition compound, we have a lot of light skinned, gray eyed, green eyed, whatever, cute boys that's actually gay. I mean, you coming to the club gives us no closer proximity to Beyond Skank at all. Not at all. It's just a bad look. And I do agree with what some of y'all are saying. Some of this stuff you do need to get in writing. And I think with Gay Magazine, hopefully you all will move differently in the future and have things in writing so that if they are supposed to do an interview, that they actually do that interview, or there can be some compensatory damages that are filed. I'm just saying. You met one what over the Christmas holiday? But yeah, child, we got a whole bunch of girl. You ain't doing us no favors, baby. You think you cute? You know how many I can list off 85 boys off the top of my head that's cute as hell and gay as the day is long. Some a little more masculine, some a little more feminine, some of them can go in between. And have no problems being at the club and have no problem slinging dick and or booty and or mouth. And ain't gonna get up in there acting like they want. Girl, miss us with this, honey. I don't have this type of time. We weren't checking for you anyway, okay? And the girls, we have a lot of money and we're willing to spend Sid lots of money. So you go ahead and cancel your own self in our community. We'll spend our money appropriately. We'll. Moving on. That is philanthropist extraordinaire Mackenzie Scott. And so she has in the past been gifting a lot of her own money to HBCUs. The most recent is Elizabeth City State University, where she donated a record-setting $42 million to that institution. Now, Elizabeth City State University is in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. It is an HBCU. It's a public HBCU, but she donated $42 million to that institution, putting her money where her mouth is. And I'm glad to see it. You know what I'm saying? The more money that you have that can go to our HBCUs, the better. We're here for it. We are for all parts of it. All parts of it. So kudos to her. She is a billionaire with a B, but famed philanthropist. She's pledged to give. Now they say she's worth almost $30 billion, billion with a B. Okay. Y'all know she was married to Jeff Bezos. And they say she's worth $30 billion with a B. So she's the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, you know, CEO of from Amazon and staff. She's promised to donate at least half of her wealth to charitable causes. And we've seen her over the years donate money to other HBCUs. Kudos to her. We love to see it. This is phenomenal. And we need more like this. Charleston White apparently got beat up. Do I have the video? I think this is the video of Charleston White getting beat up. No, that's not the video. Hold on. There is video. Hold on. He was doing his whole comedy thing and whatnot over the weekend. And he got beat up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the video. Hold on. I thought I had the video queued up and now I can't find the shit. Lord. Lord. I can't find the damn video. I apologize, y'all. I was supposed to have the video. Oh, here it is, right here. Found it. Found it. Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Found the video. Okay. Okay. So here's the video. All right. Here's the video.
I already got the back here.
Hold on.
Talk right. I already got the back here. Talk right. I already got the back here. I don't give a damn about getting booed, nigga. I done already got paid. You paid to see me, nigga. You paid to see me. Lakers, chairs, and wine ass, nigga. Pull out some money, though. Pull out some money, though. Pull out some money, though, nigga. Bitch ass, nigga. Pull out some money. Pull up. I hit you in your goddamn head, nigga. Pull out some money, nigga. I hit you in your goddamn head. Pussy ass, nigga. Hit you in your goddamn head. Pussy ass, nigga.
Talk right. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just play the videos. That's all I do. I don't know what y'all want from me, okay? Now we know Charleston White is a former president of the International Federation of Fuckboys, the IFFB. Uh-huh. And yeah, he's a former international president of the IFFB. Uh-huh. Oh, sir, we don't care that you got your ass whooped. We don't. We don't. But he's a comedian. He's a fuck boy. He be on YouTube and Twitter and all of that, doing all types of fuck shit. Oh well, good with God. In our last story of the day, in our last story of the day, so there's a brand new show coming out where it's being rumored that Amazon Prime Video is filming a new reality show set in the Dominican Republic, reportedly described as being similar to Bravo's Ultimate Girls Trip. But they're saying that Kenya Moore, Tamar Braxton, and Kim Zolciak are supposedly supposed to be on the show. They also say Julie and Savannah Chrisley are supposed to be on this show. Margaret Josephs from Real Housewives of New Jersey is supposed to be on there. Jen Tran from The Bachelor is supposed to be on there. And Brittany Cartwright from Vanderpump Rules is supposed to all be on the show. Are y'all going to watch it? And anybody going to watch it? I mean, once you had Kim Zolciak, you can cancel me out of it. I'm not going over there to watch. I'm just telling you now. Once y'all said Kim Zolciak, I was done. Nope, can't do it. Won't do it. Don't have that type of energy and or time. What apparently is happening. Apparently it's happening. It's gonna be a whole shit show. I might watch to see the train wreck though. It's gonna be a whole train wreck. Right, it's just a bunch of all of our least favorite people. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just watch the highlights when the highlights come out because it's gonna be a shit show, and it's gonna be shit that comes out, from the show that we could that we gonna be like, oh, that happened. Not once we said Tamar, you was out. It's just a bunch of fuck shit and fuckery. Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything to do with this, y'all. All I do is report on this show. That's the dossier for today. That's your dossier for today. I'm just saying. Not Terrence asking in the chat what we having for dinner. What are we having for dinner, Janae? Because we real hungry. We is real hungry. What is we having for dinner, Janae? Because we is hungry. At least Terrence is. Just saying. It's really me going live. I don't see no live for her set up. I know she got home early today. So anyway, listen, y'all, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget the field trip is coming. We gonna have a good time. We gonna have a good time. Yeah, she said we having nachos with some cilantro, lime, dirty rice. Okay, we here for it. Can I have a margarita on the side? I've been asked to be on Medusa's show today. So I might be catch me over on Medusa sometime tonight. I don't know. I'll post it on the community wall sometime tonight. Anyway, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Hey man, we about to get out of here. I'll see y'all. For those of you who come over to Medusa's tonight, I'll be there. If not, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Y'all stay safe out there.